We got a squad
Right,
here,
bro.
We got the squad.
Yeah,
Chris,
let's
JB, how we
go.
feeling? How we feeling, fellas?
I mean, it's a victory Friday. It's not a victory Monday. It doesn't even get better than that. Like, now we have a weekend to do what Easy and Spencer did last night, which is go
Exactly.
offense. So I'm ready for it.
That is very true, and it's very rare that we actually get to celebrate victories twice in 1 week. So
That's true.
hey, we got to turn up while we can, and of course the heavies did that already. But now it's our turn to do that, and then our turn to do that
And
on the
I don't
weekend.
know if you guys heard, but a little birdie told me
Tweet.
that we might have 3 victories in 1 week. Not might. We do have 3 victories in the span of 6 days. And I put this tweet out earlier, probably like a half hour ago. But we'll break it down. Don't worry. J-Mo! Kool-Aid, get him on.
Victory buffs.
I don't give a fuck what you want to say about the ski mask. They're back. Jameson
Let's rock.
Williams, Scully Gang, J-Mo, they're back. We're arming up. And we're
Let's
stealing
rock.
the season.
We're not gonna let
We're
one
stealing
loss
the NFC.
take the ski mask from us. We're still the villains, man. Let's
J-Mo's
rock.
back.
Let's
J-Mo
go.
is back, baby. Hey. I don't think there's been, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, there has never been a better 6-day span to be a part of as a Detroit Lions fan. You got Sunday. Desmond Ridder, his mid-ass, if you want to even call him mid. Desmond Ridder came into town. Took an ass whooping. Then you go 4 days later, last night, very ironically.
Tell them. Preach it.
You go and the magnificent Jordan Love, that magnificent LaFleur, and you shut them down in Lambeau Field. You get the dub. And you followed up the cherry on top for this week. Jameson Williams. He's back.
Chef's kiss.
Jameson Williams is back. The NFL is making officially, via Matt Broder, by the way, boots on the ground, our Lions beat reporter, boots on the ground. The NFL is making changes to the gambling policies, and with these changes, wide receiver Jameson Williams will be reinstated to the NFL ASAP. Immediately. They want that man
hours.
back. They want him back, Kool-Aid.
Scary hours, man. I can't wait to see this man out on the field. I was talking about it earlier with Braylon Edwards and his ability to just take top off of a defense, man. Like, they can't just stack in the box against Gibbs. I know a lot of people have been talking about what's the matter with Gibbs in the passing game. Bro, when you got a guy like Jameson Williams and that safety has to think about his speed, and we saw, man, the last time he was out there on the field, we saw Goff can get him the ball down the field. I can't wait.
Not only Jahmyr Gibbs, but that other rookie. You talk about a safety. When you're a safety in the NFL, you have to worry about the line of scrimmage, so you got to stop the run. So you got to worry about rookie Sam Laporta too. Then following him, now you have Jahmyr Gibbs behind him. There's going to be potentially, and this is best case scenario, because obviously in the NFL, injuries, shit happens. You could have a 3-4-headed monster on this Lions offense, boys. JB, Chris, am I lying?
You are not lying. You ain't never told no lie.
Ball knower.
Ball knower does not lie.
JB.
This is gonna be nice. And on top of all this, like J-Mo and the Lions both have 10 days before their next opponent, the Carolina Panthers. So they're gonna get themselves right, get J-Mo incorporated in the playbook. You know Ben Johnson has something dialed up for him. That first game back, I guarantee he is gonna get a touchdown. He's gonna be in the end zone.
What do you guys, in terms of, well, I mute this real quick. In terms of yardage, Jameson Williams, I think we all agree he has the talent to be able to be a 1,000-yard wide receiver. But just with the amount of time and the other weapons around him right now, what do you guys expect of him? Because he is coming back earlier now. So what are your stat line predictions for him? Not saying like good or bad. Like, this is just genuinely what you realistically think will happen.
Man, I think with the flow and the rhythm that Jared Goff is in right now, I don't see J-Mo coming in right away and putting up gaudy stats. But I do believe he's going to have an overall impact on the game to the point that other people will actually see that bigger benefit, man. I really do. Now, if we had to put something on there, I can see him going out there and getting like a 3-4 receptions, 50 yards, something kind of pedestrian, but being active all over the field. But, Lucas, you're the ball knower, bro.
I am. This is true. This is true. Listen, I think Jameson Williams, when he comes back, especially early on, I think he's definitely going to be, to Kool-Aid's point, more of a presence. because just the impact and the speed that he could potentially have on this offense, to the big playability you saw against Minnesota. You even saw it against Green Bay on the plays that didn't count. And in New York, when DJ Reed, great corner, made a great play on the ball, but he was open and slightly underthrown. He's a great game breaker, and you can look at this Lions offense. That's the one obvious thing that they're missing. They need a vertical threat. Everybody wants Mike Evans from Tampa Bay right now on the Lions, and why? It's because he's a vertical threat. And they might not be the same style, but they're doing the same thing with Jameson Williams' speed, Mike Evans' strength and ability to high point the ball. So you're getting that back. But as you go on through the season, I think you will start to see the production pick up, because now people are not going to just be able to game plan for Amon-Ra St. Brown every week. Now they're going to have to stack. They're going to have to bring a safety down against this offensive line and this running attack. There's no way you can't account for David Montgomery after you just saw what he did against the Green Bay Packers. A hat trick, by the way. Shout out Demo. First win in Lambeau. First win against the Packers organization. I love what this Jameson Williams return early is doing, especially because now Lions have momentum. They can really start going on a run without J-Mo. The fact that they have J-Mo now, they can really start to go on a run.
But you know why? I'm going to say this, man. This is the declaration. People, Detroit, your Detroit Lions are a real NFL football team. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Like, look, we've had seasons that have teased us. And I saw other people saying, well, we've started 3-1 before. Why are you guys so gung-ho about the Lions right now? Let's just wait and see this thing out. It's because of everything that they're doing from the top down, man. Queen Sheila was in attendance last night.
Shout out.
Dan
Beautiful
Campbell,
woman.
Obviously, he's going to be
woman.
on the sidelines, but he was pumped. He was in it. And I believe he is the coach to lead us to the promised land. But Brad Holmes was there. That means that everybody who matters to Detroit Lions football from the decision making, they're there focusing on Detroit Lions football, not cars, not hospitals. Hey, listen, that's awesome, but you got people that run that stuff, man. I'm just saying, like, they're there. This matters. How, you know, I don't want to see the owner in the box and we're just like sell the team because it's not your interest. Now we're looking at this squad from a completely different perspective, and if it matters to the owners, if it matters to the GM, and the head coach is going out there and making sure that this team is taking no plays off, man, I'm excited.
They're not only the coach, but the players. You can see, and that's why we'll get into it more when we talk about the defense. But when you bring back a guy like Isaiah Buggs, now the players are playing to that standard as well, because they know, especially a guy like Isaiah Buggs, who is a healthy scratch, and we're all wondering why. We're all scratching our head over the fact of that. But the players are going to hold themselves to that standard too, and I think that's where the culture really connects, because you have the organization that wants to do it, and the players, when they want to do it, that's when everything starts taking off. But JB, Chris, what do you think with J-Mo coming back, does this change your mindset on the line as far as being like contenders?
It does. I will say no, because I always envisioned that J-Mo was playing at some point in the season, and that he was going to get, well, not the entire season, he was going to get the bulk of the season to get acclimated. So this doesn't really change too much for me. It gets me very excited right now, and I'm in agreement with you. It's more of just a weapon, a threat, a part of the team rather than the key of the team or the center of the team, at least in the start. But it doesn't change my opinion on whether they're contenders or not, because, I mean, you know, we didn't think J-Mo was out the whole year. We knew he was out 6 games, now 5. So we're excited. We're ready to rock.
JB?
I'm not gonna lie, when I started off thinking about this, it was just like, all right, Goff has Amon-Ra, he has the weapons of Gibbs and Monty back there as well. Can't forget about Sam Laporta either. So I was kind of doubting it just a little bit, but now that J-Mo's back early and with time to like get reacclimated with the team, why not us? Why not the Detroit Lions? Why not us to go to the Super Bowl? So fuck it. We're contenders.
That's what we want to do.
We're contenders, damn it. We're contenders.
No, but I think the whole thing around it is just, it feels so real. It feels real because
They're a real football team.
To the point, and they just had a real legitimate win. They didn't win this game off a blown call. If anything, the Lions still had the refs going against them last night, and they persevered through it. The Lions organization is real.